I wanted to ask you because you guys are, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys specialize on being investor agents, right? That's the specialty of Stepstone. Why it's not like Keller Williams or Remax or any other of the big ones, because you're not traditional listings. They can do traditional listings, but you focus on agents that want to be investors and that, correct?
Right. Correct.
So the only competition that I see for you, and I still wouldn't call it competition, but the only competition is these low fee brokerages that are popping up everywhere, trying to attract more wholesalers and stuff like that. Like, what are your thoughts on these low fee brokerages that are offered to investors?
I mean, I think it's their niche, and I think they've got a business model that's working for them. I don't necessarily see that as competition, because I feel like we're the only brokerage that immerses you in the investor world. And, if you want to be successful in investing, surround yourself with people who are being successful in investing. And that's the difference. I think they would attract people who are lone wolves, just wanting to do their own thing. That's not who we attract and not who we want. We want people who want to participate in that community, want to immerse themselves in the investor world, and want to learn from each other and help each other be more successful. And I think that community atmosphere is not duplicated anywhere else in real estate.
What you just said of immerse you in real estate investing, I think is the key to why so many people don't learn, right? It's like learning a new language. Go live in the country you want to learn the language.
Right.
And I think being a part of a group like that, it's that you're in that country where you're learning the language of investing. That's what's being spoken about consistently. Classes you guys hold. I mean, you have, I think, a few classes on like agent ethics or something about the agent side, just because you still need to be a good agent. You got to make sure, you don't get yourself or the broker in trouble by doing stuff that you don't know.
That class you mentioned, I just want to pause right there and talk about it, because it's called Understanding Agency for the Investor Agent. And it's not really, I wouldn't say, I mean, it is about ethics, but it's one of the most important classes that we do. And I think one of the most important classes for our agents, not in terms of compliance or these are the things you can't do or this will get you in trouble. I would say it's a class that when people take it, it frees them up. And I think that's a lot of fear that investors have in getting their licenses. There's a lot of myths around getting your license, that it will restrict you from doing investing. And what that class is about is to show you that that's not true. And that as long as you will come in, presenting yourself as investor, as buyer, that you are really free to do anything you do, even if you didn't have a license. And so people like that class because at the end of it, they can come out there with confidence that what they're doing is ethical, what they're doing is right, that they can go wholesale, they can do a wrap, they can do all of these things no different than if they didn't have their license. But what a great opportunity they have to have their license and monetize more of those leads and just have a better, more professional background to present themselves to sellers.
And that works both ways, because you also have encountered agents that don't think that they can do investment deals because they're agents, right?
Right. Oh, I get that all the time. It's fun to do a subject to class in front of a live audience. It's been a little bit different now doing it, in front of a camera for Zoom. But in front of a live audience, man, some of the sneers I get from some of the agents out there saying, you can't do that. And I'm like, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun.